Hi, baby. See ya. Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I spent a good few days in Kodaikanal with Abhay and it was so beautiful. It's always just nice catching up in places like this outside of our home and holidaying together. That was so much fun. But now it's time for me to leave Kodai and go to my next destination, and for him to also go back to Bangalore. On my way to Kodai, I took the Palani route. And there are 7 different routes that you can take. The most known one is the Batlagonda route, which is the usual ghat road that everyone's on. But now as I exit, I'm taking the Pannaikadu route, which then goes through Oddanchatrum, and from there it connects to the highway. So it's a different route. I've never been on this route before, but I didn't want to go through the usual highway just for fun. Well, that's the plan for the day. Let's get going. Wow, it's so beautiful. You know, riding around in Kodai, there's one thing that I realized. I went to Ooty, Kotagiri, even Valparai, and all of those places I saw a lot of tea estates everywhere. Like, you could just ride through to reach the place and you'll find so many tea estates, and that's something that I didn't find as much in Kodai, and I was wondering why that is. I have a very smart friend in Kodai. He told me that it's because of the American influence here. The American Christian missionaries who were in Madurai were one of the first ones to come here to Kodaikanal, and for some reason the Britishers preferred Ooty and that belt of the Nilgiris. So there's a lot of tea estates here because it's popular in the British culture, and not as much tea estates here because it's more American influenced. I found that very interesting. I was wondering earlier also why there weren't as many tea estates here, and now I know why. Oh, smells so good. The jackfruit here smells so good. So I've finally taken the diversion from the main ghat section through Pannaikadu, and this is where it starts. Hi, horsey. Is that a horse or a pony? Nobody here on this road. Except for the locals, I don't think people come on this road too often. This is the stretch from Pannaikadu to Thandikudi. It is so narrow. This is a little wide, but the road that I just passed through, so narrow. This is a proper forest. What? Beautiful. Squirrel. I seem to have reached a place with some more people, and out of that forest area. As in, I can see a few guest houses and I could see a few people also walking. Even on that road that I was on, it was not completely isolated. Buses ply through that route. I at least saw 2 buses when I was riding. And there are a lot of locals also. So it's not all that isolated either. But extremely fun. These are all paved roads, but it's a little patchy here and there, probably because of the rains. Oddanchatrum. Oddanchatrum in the side. Oddanchatrum. அந்த பக்கம் போணுமா? Let me ask these aunties. Oddanchatrum in the side dana? Left side, so, thank you. That's a pony. Excuse me. Does anyone know why saris or bed sheets are tied here on the what looks like a fence, but there are colorful saris tied all over it, bed sheets. Oddanchatrum in this. Oddanchatrum. The maps is also showing me this side, but it's always just better to ask the locals. Why did the chicken cross the road? Pachalur. I have about roughly 30 kilometers to go to reach Oddanchatrum. This route that I've taken is amazing. I'll definitely recommend it to anyone who wants to try a different route compared to the usual ghat section. There are a lot of hairpin bends on this road also. Some parts of it are a little patchy. Hi, small puppers. Yes, so I was saying that some parts of it are still a little patchy, but it's a very beautiful route through a lot of small villages. It passes through a lot of small villages, but there are absolutely no options for food or just for some break either, because from the villages it goes directly into the forest. So I'm actually pushing, and I've been riding for I think about 3 hours. What's the time? 4 o'clock. Yeah, I started at 12:45, something like that today, and it's been quite the ride, but I'm trying to push it till Oddanchatrum, and I'm hoping there I can find some place to stop, eat something, and then continue on my journey. So this entire route, I have not seen roads that are wider than this. In fact, this is probably pretty wide. For most part, it is actually just half of this width. Check out, there are views like this all the time. Ooh. It's so beautiful on the right side, except that there are so many bushes and trees. Let me see if I can find a spot to show. See, can you see that? That is unreal. I am finally on the plains. So, as you can tell, I've checked into a hotel. I decided to stop riding for the day. It is around 6:30. I usually prefer not riding once the sun is down, just for my own comfort and safety. And so there's a hotel in Karur, Purni Residency, I think is the name of the hotel. That's where I'm staying at. I left Kodaikanal a little late today. It was around 12:31. Something around, sometime around then is when I left. So after riding through that forest, completely isolated, there was nobody. When I hit the plains, I was actually happy and a little relaxed, because for so many kilometers I didn't see anybody on that road, and also there was no network at all. So I had to keep asking the locals time to time if I'm actually on the right path. I was starting to wonder at one point, but anyways, that was amazing, super thrilling, and yeah, pretty secluded, but also very exciting. I'm glad I made it out safe. Today I'm just stopping here. It's only a pit stop for my next destination, which I'll be off to in the morning. So that ends my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do like, share and subscribe, and thank you so much for riding with me. I'll see you on my next ride. Bye.